next interview will contain topics and themes of an adult nature. If there are young or small children in the room, you might want to remove them. Right, social media has become part of people's everyday lives. Checking it first thing in the morning and last thing at night. We use it to talk to friends.
26-year-old Cork native Gary Stevens claims he was a victim of
26-year-old.
Fuck.
31.
Gary, you, well, take us back to the beginning. You met a woman online on Facebook. How did that happen?
She sent me a friend request. So I just looked at her page.
Got him bare from the gate.
Message saying, do I know you, haven't met you before or whatever. Took her days to get back to me. She eventually did and said it was an accident, that she meant to send a friend request to someone else. So I said that's fair enough. She goes, if you want to get acquainted or get to know me, she goes, I wouldn't mind. I goes, yeah, no hassle. It just went from there. I ended up meeting her inside in town, went for something to eat, went for drinks. That led to whatever. That was grand. It just, after that night was over, I just forgot about it until last Friday when she contacted me. And
how long after that was after you spent the night together?
A month.
A month, okay. So you hadn't heard from her at all, and then out of the blue she gets in touch?
More or less.
Yeah.
It's just, I couldn't believe it. Well, what she kept doing was asking me, was I on Skype? And I said, no, I'm not into that. And she was video calling me through Facebook. I kept hanging up. It was early in the morning. I just, as I said to the lads, I was one able. She was so persistent, ringing me. Eventually I answered, and I did then. What I was met with was her basically laying on her bed. And I can't say what she did or started doing to herself, but it went on, and eventually she played a video of me watching her back over my phone to me and said, if you hang up this call, I'm going to release this video to all your family, your friends, people of Cork, people in Mayfield. I just couldn't believe what was going on. I was like, this is surreal, like. And she said, I want you to listen to me carefully, and she said, I want you to give me €5,000. That was initially €5,000. I wasn't having any of it. I kept challenging her back, kept challenging her, and she didn't like that then. Eventually then it went up to €10,000. I was saying, no, you're not getting any money out of me. I was being smart with her as well, in the same sense as I was saying, I was sending me on a copy of it there. I don't care what you do. But as I said to Neil Grenville and Red FM, was if you don't buy it, they'll go away. And remember the guard said that as well to me. He said, just block them. Just block them. If they send anything like that, just block them. But it's very easy to be real in.
And you did go to the police, by the way?
I did.
Okay, can we go back a little bit? I'm reading in the notes, this was a very attractive woman, by all rights. Stunning, and you met her, and you hooked up.
Yeah.
And you had no urge to meet her again, or did you give her an indication that you were going to meet her again?
No.
So that was it was just one off. Thank you very much. We go our separate ways.
Well, thank you, man.
Was that the understanding from both of you that it was going to be a one-off?
More or less, yeah. It's not.
I'm just wondering if she viewed it the same way as you.
I don't know, but as I was saying, in my interview with Neil, she told me she was Polish. She did a broken accent. But in the messages that she was sending me, she referred to my sister or my brother, she was saying Sarah, sister, Freya.
Yeah, you said it was half French she was speaking, yeah.
That's what I couldn't understand.
Did you get the message up on the screen or not?
That in a way to me. But every message she was sending me was just coming in so quick, and
I can see that now.
long messages, very long messages, and I was saying there's no way she can type that quick.
Gary, can I ask you, you obviously made a decision, right, this has happened, my luck's in, grand, once is enough, you move on. When she contacted you again, and she was in whatever state of undress she was, did an alarm bell not go in your head? Did you not think, hang on a second, this is too good to be true?
And well, I was after being with her prior to this.
Can I ask you how many times?
Just once.
Just the once?
Yeah.
So she comes back again and...
It was the messages that she was sending me. She kind of slowly reeled me in.
Okay. But you know the old thing of, you know when something looks like it's too good to be true?
Yeah.
Did an alarm bell not go in your head? Did you not kind of think, hang on a second, this doesn't happen?
Well, when a woman that looked as good as her video called you and she's like that.
Okay,
you know.
right, so you're a red-blooded, healthy male and you couldn't believe your luck and you thought, oh well, my luck is in again.
Yeah.
Okay, the minute she mentioned money and she started to threaten or put pressure on you,
I started laughing. Basically, just started laughing.
did you think this was some kind of wind-up?
I did initially, but then I started getting her, she started getting very threatening towards me. And when I seen all the list of my family members coming up, that really got to me then.
So would she have been able to get them from your Facebook page?
Yeah.
Okay, what kind of privacy settings do you have on it? Were you careful about that kind of stuff?
I'm very careful with my privacy settings, very careful. Like my
Well, you actually said to her, who are you, do I know you, when she first contacted
Yeah.
you, yeah.
Like, even after my interview on Red FM, the amount of friend requests I got was ridiculous.
Get blocked out in fucking fairness.
Now, when you went to the police, you discovered that you weren't the only person that this had happened to, and was it the same woman?
No, this is a group thing.
So it's organised?
It is.
And did the police feel that it's organised? Have they said that to you?
Yeah. The guard that I spoke to said to me, he goes, you're probably the fifth person that has come to me and said this. He said, but you're the only one that has come out publicly about it, to expose it. He said, fair play. And his own buddy was caught, same thing. Like, he ended up paying 700 first. Then she came back and she wanted 1,000 off him. Then she came back a third time, she wanted 2,000 off him. And she sent like a timer on to, the Facebook Messenger. She put like an egg timer on that, counting down, saying, and she sent a still shot of the video ready to go, the whole lot. Don't pay it on time, it's been uploaded.
Were you worried, Gary, about going public? Because as you say, this isn't something people would talk about public because they'd often feel about ashamed. You know, that maybe they were somehow foolish or got caught out or the behaviour wasn't, up to scratch. But why did you decide to speak out?
Because I think, as I said, this kind of thing has to be exposed because like, I have nephews and stuff
Your
that are
children
on,
as well.
yeah, that are on Facebook, and it's so easy for them to be caught as well with the same thing.
You're not in... you are a parent, but you're separated. You're a single man to all intents and purposes, so you can effectively do what you like. So you're not as compromised maybe as some
A married man or
as
something,
a married
yeah,
man or somebody
yeah.
who's in a relationship is.
But that's what I said as well. Like a married man would be inclined to pay quicker
Yeah.
than a single man.
So do you think this is happening a lot more than we're aware of?
It is.
Yeah.
I got a message off one of my buddies the other night. He said, don't mention my name, whatever. Same kind of messages coming through. He's like screenshotted them and sent them onto me. And I said, she's going to ask you next, you're on Skype. And he literally 5 seconds later texted back, he said, she just did.
Wow.
There has been some collateral damage for you because there are some members of your family who are not happy about the fact that you're publicising this. Your father is very unhappy about it.
Yeah.
And
Can you
is he unhappy
for bringing that
about
up.
what you did, or unhappy about the fact that you were in this situation, or unhappy about
I
the
haven't
fact...
spoken to him about it, to be honest with you. I haven't spoken to him myself about it. In person. He sent me a message before I even went on Red FM about not coming out with it. I said, I have to. I want back down from anybody. That's just my attitude. I want back down from anyone.
Oh, fair play to you.
Advice to other people using Facebook now. What would you say to people? So hot girl says, hey, I like the look of you, let's meet up in town, and then afterwards sends you saucy video
Fucking
messages.
easy, like.
Most men are going to go, okay, that sounds like a pretty good deal. Should you just say no? In hindsight, looking back, should you just have never met her? What would you say to yourself looking back now?
Well, I actually had 2 mutual friends with her, so I was saying, sorry, like, one of the lads has to know her. So I just didn't feel any bit of threat or whatever.
But as Mark says, you didn't think, crazy hot girl getting in touch with me.
Why, you trying to say I'm ugly?
No, I'm not trying to say that. But it's quite unusual that you would get a super hot chick going, hey, let's meet up, let's go for a date in town for no string sex.
It wasn't that way at all.
Oh, it wasn't? Okay. That's what happened.
I checked in to where I was having something in town.
Yeah.
That's where they are, like.
Me saying, oh, you're in the city centre? I said, yeah. So
Did you think maybe she was tracking you all the time?
well, how does she know?
Well, if you've got your location services on,
No, I GPS turned off.
but you did check in.
Well, I did check in
You did check
when
in,
I was
yeah,
in there.
yeah,
I turned
yeah.
it on just for that. Then I turned it back off and again.
It was very, very interesting that, or very coincidental that as soon as you did that,
Yeah.
she was on.
It wasn't literally seconds after it, like, I was having something to eat.
Well, no, it would back up your argument that this is far more organised than it may appear.
It is.
We did
Okay,
contact the
it's
guards. They didn't actually have a comment to make. They didn't come back with confirming or
They
denying.
said,
But
they said that they couldn't track her. There was no way of finding her.
Okay. Have you been on Facebook?
Yeah.
And what did they say?
They got back to me. I actually complained twice, and both times they got back to me saying that they couldn't find anything on her page that.
was contravening their.
Yeah, but she comes across a lot nice on her page and all that.
Okay.
I said what I wanted them to do then was go onto the messenger and look at the messages that she sent me, and if I'd say not 2 hours later her page is gone.
Okay, well, I suppose the moral of the story, Gary, is that you cannot be too careful. Look, thank you very much for telling us the story.
Thank you indeed, Gary.
Okay, we'll take a break there.
Stay with us. Lots more to come. Thank you.
Oh.